Hello, everybody. Jason here from RealTourVision.com, and this is an RTV account health check video. So depending on when you're watching this video, you may be just getting started, or maybe you've been with us for a really long time. No matter where you're at in the storyline, I'd like you all to watch this video because there's going to be some things in here for everybody. When I say health check, I mean your account should be set up, optimized so that you're able to create a project, whether it's a virtual tour or a property website, in the shortest amount of time possible. So today, we're going to go over some of the important things that you can do with your RTV account to make sure that you are in good shape to go into business as efficient as possible. I've identified a handful of things for you to look over and work on, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to cover, you'll obviously need to log into your account for this. The very first thing that we're going to cover here today is setting up your Google Map API. So this is definitely hot on my list. You're going to click on Settings, and the Google Map API is in the My Brand section of your RTV account. My Brand is also on the list, so we'll cover both of these in this part of the video. So the Google Map API is right here, and then your My Brand is right here. If you need help with either one of these, you can always join an Ask Alex show, call our support, email support. We are standing by to help. So My Brand is so that the virtual tours in your account all come from your domain. If you've set everything up properly on your system, all of your tours will not have RTV in them. They'll have your name in the domain. And let me bring this down here. So there we go. So tours.BlueLaVaMedia.com. And so that's what I'm talking about when I talk about My Brand. Next up on my list is your affiliates. So this is really important. If those of you that really know me know how much of a proponent I am about making sure that your affiliate is on every single production you do. And this is just a transparent PNG file. You will click New Affiliate, and when you set up your affiliate, you will upload a transparent PNG file. It's transparent because when you create a property tour, let me pick a really nice house that we just did, and notice the BlueLaVaMedia logo, let's see here, in the lower left corner here. So that is a transparent PNG file. So that will allow the background to come through. You can upload that, and with the affiliate, it's actually a link. So that's a link. I recommend that you don't just send people to your home page, okay? So we know that people that are looking at your productions, your virtual tours, and your property websites, we know that those people are house shoppers, and we also know that they're probably other realtors. Statistically speaking, house shoppers are also house sellers, and so they could use your services. So highly relevant audience that is looking at your productions. So you want them to say, hey, why don't we have one of these of our property? And so you want to take them to a landing page that will make sense, that will talk about your services, and definitely let them sign up right away and request. So think about that when you're setting up your landing page for your affiliate. To set it up so that it automatically goes on every tour, you're going to want to talk to your MLS, and this is in another training video that I have done in the past, but talking with your MLS, whether or not you're able to have your affiliate link on your non-branded productions. We're lucky that here in Traverse City, we can have our affiliate on our non-branded productions. So we have that on for both branded and non-branded. Don't worry about duration. You're going to apply it to your default, save once, bring it down, apply it to all your agents, brokers, owners, save twice, bring it down. That middle save, depending on how many customers you have, can take a long time. Please be patient, do not leave the page. Finally, you're gonna wanna apply that to all your tours, hit save. Okay, it will take a little while for it to ripple through, but that will put your affiliate on every production, and as you create new productions, it will automatically put it on there for you. So very, very handy. It will be on every tour that you do, so saving you a little bit of time. Next up on my list today is connecting your YouTube channel. So that's right here under YouTube. And this is pretty easy to do. You just follow the steps. Again, if you need help, feel free to email, call, or jump on the Ask Alex show. By the way, this show runs Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern time. You just click Master Our System and you'll register for a show spot on the Ask Alex webinar. So it's very helpful. So that's real easy to do. You can also post to brokers for power users. You can post to your agent or broker's channel. And so you'll want to learn about how you can do that. I would recommend charging for that, but that's entirely up to you. So at BlueLaVaMedia, we do charge for a social media video, and I recommend that you do as well. Okay, so moving along, it's included in our exposure engine. So if you want to know about that, you can visit BlueLaVaMedia.com and consider adding an exposure engine yourself to your business. We sell a lot of exposure engines at BlueLaVaMedia, and I think that you could too. It's a real easy add-on. Remember, always think about different things that you can sell with your professional photo packages. So the next thing you're going to want to do is that I think is really important is number 5 on my list today. It's under the company section. Make sure you put your logo here. That's going to be really important. And then update your profile. So you're going to put your logo here, put your address here. This is how we map you for receiving jobs in TourTrack. So that's obviously very important. I have mentioned this in other emails too, but if you don't have TourTrack filled out, you definitely need to. Maybe you haven't updated this in a while. That's important. So it's very important to make sure all this stuff's up to date with all of your equipment. So back to the profile page, put your social profiles here. I like to put Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram so that my gallery looks like this. I've got Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. As far as your recent productions, they will all get posted to this page as long as you have syndicate to RTV turned on. So as long as you have the little button that says syndicate to RTV turned on a per project basis. A lot of people ask me, what does that mean? Syndicate to RTV means it will be in your RSS feeds, it will be on your search, it will be in your map, and it will be on all of your gallery pages as well as your customers' gallery pages. So if you're not ready for it to appear all over the place in pages like this, you should not click syndicate to RTV. Keep that off. So, okay, moving along. The next thing on my list is to choose your default music clips. This is very important. Again, it's under settings and it's under music. So this is going to take some time. I would carve out at least an hour or two for this. We have 200 clips, and then we've got there's about 200 clips. You can usually tell in the very beginning if you want to use it or not. I know at BlueLava I've got about 40 of them starred that we like to use. Then once you've got them starred, so listen to it. If you like it, put a star on it. If you don't, send it to the bottom of the list by pushing the down arrow and put all your starred ones at the very top. So it's nice and organized. Take the time to do this now. It's going to pay off because it is a huge time saver. I at BlueLaVaMedia like to do 3, but you can go 1, 2, 3, or all. Don't do all. Don't do all because it'll put all of your songs on every one of your productions. So this automatically takes 3 of my starred songs. It's going to randomly pick them, so it'll shuffle them, and it's going to add them to each project as we hit complete. So really cool feature and very handy. You'll never have to choose music again if you pick really nice clips back here, and don't forget to save. This allows you to upload your own music. So again, if you need help, give us a call on that. It's pretty easy to do. Okay, next up on my list is tracking code. The tracking codes are found down here. You've got Google and Facebook Pixel. The tracking code allows you to remarket to people that are looking at your productions. You can put tracking code on a per customer basis. So if a real estate brokerage that you're working with or business has their own Facebook Pixel or tracking code, they can add those in as well. I would charge for that. So that would be an enhanced feature. And you can put your Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel in here. Once you do that, you would click the box here and save. For instructions on this, see the Help Center. It's very easy to set up. Next up on my list is to set your default property website layout. So property website settings are under property website. You're going to want to make sure that you choose your My Brand. That has to be set up before you can do this step. So you're going to pick your My Brand. In this case, I'm going to pick BlueLaVaMedia because I don't want it to publish them all on Real Tour Vision. I want to deliver BlueLava links to get my WOM. That's word of mouth marketing. You're going to make sure that these are enabled. Enable your advanced features. I use Centauri, so to change the theme, you click here. We have 3 different property website layouts at the time of this video. There may be more when you watch this. And you click on the one you like best. Again, I think this is the cleanest, and then you hit apply. If you want to match what BlueLaVaMedia is doing, then you can use Centauri, and I'll be your biggest fan. Now, whatever you change down here, you want to make sure you do it to both branded and non-branded, okay? That's a big little pitfall for some people. So you're gonna go to branded first, and I like my tours on my property websites to autoplay. Let me show you how that works. We'll pick a different one here. View this property website and do that. Okay, so we've got the hero, we've got the map, we've got the tour auto playing. If the screen size is too small, it defaults to play thumb, okay? So that's an automatic thing that happens. If the screen size is too small, and we do that because many of you are doing virtual tours, and since you're doing virtual tours, it gets too small on a cell phone to play the tour. So definitely want to go ahead, and I think you want the tours to autoplay. There's several benefits for the tours autoplaying. The biggest benefit is the amount of traffic, the amount of people that your traffic reports are going to show look at your tours. So this registered a hit. Nicole's going to get her weekly sellers report, and she's going to see that someone looked at the property website, as well as this image, this image, this image, that image, that image, and however many they look at. It's going to register a viewing of the virtual tour. So this is pretty cool. So every image that they click on here and every panorama that they scroll through is going to register as a scene visit. Huge boost to your seller's report. Okay, and then as these pop in, these are all registering scene views. So because you've looked at them, as the viewer scrolls down, they pop in. So I think this is teed up to give you the most maximum views on your traffic reports. And I think that honestly, people will stay on your property websites longer if you have these autoplay. Not having to click another button, open another tab, and have a property website tab here and a virtual tour tab here. This is just cleaner. My opinion, you don't have to follow that, but if you want to match my settings, that's what I do. So you're going to do that by clicking Tour Embed with Play Thumb. Here, you're going to turn that off. So you're going to turn that off like that. You can even make that fun sound if you want. And then you're going to turn that one off there. And then you're going to hit save. Now, depending on when you're doing this, you're going to want to hit save and to your default. So it's one save, just like we did before. Then you're going to apply it to your default for your agents, brokers, and owners. Save it again there, and then a third save on all of your projects. So keep that in mind. You're doing 3 saves if you're going to go back and redo everything with these new settings. Okay. Next up on my list, going to be setting mouse controls to drag. This is under your tour options. I'll leave there. And there's a few things that I think that you should do. I really like Fusion Slim, so that's my favorite player. All right. Fusion Slim. I'm going to shut it off for a second. Fusion Experience is this product. Custom background, loader screen, loader tag, home screen, icons, and a little handlebars here. So that's probably not able to see the whole thing, but that's how it looks. So I prefer, this year I started using Fusion Slim with carousel turned on for all my productions. Okay, save that, and the look and feel of that is going to look something like this. So it's really clean, really nice looking. It's got this down here, these little thumbnails, and you can't quite see there we go. So you've got the little bar there, the control bar, so you can go from one scene to the next. Pretty cool. So that's Fusion Slim. So I would turn that on if it's not. If you want to switch over to what I'm doing at BlueLaVaMedia, you can turn on Fusion Slim, and then make sure you turn on carousel because it gives it that nice look and feel. The other thing that we're going to do while we're here is make sure that your mouse controls are on drag. This is the same mouse controls that Google Street View uses, and RTV used to be steer. You can check it out. This really, what it does is it changes the way the panoramas work. And we'll go down to a tour, let the tour load, and let me find a panorama. Okay, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but this is drag. So it's hard to explain the difference, but this is just how Google Street View works. So as I'm moving my mouse, it's real easy. It's kind of like you're grabbing the picture and you're pulling, and with you're grabbing with your hand and pulling. So best way I can describe it. But it is how the most of the other virtual tours operate all around the world. So instead of having your mouse controls different than that, I would highly recommend matching what Google Street View and Business View does, so that you're guaranteeing anyone that's ever used one of those products will know how to use your products. Okay, so that's what drag does. Now, once you get your settings back here exactly the way you want, you're going to do a save. Okay, so you would save once, you set your defaults, boom. Then you would set your defaults to all your agents, brokers, and owners, and you would hit save again. And then the third save is you would ripple through all of your past productions and hit save again. So there's 3 saves here as well. One thing to point out is syndicate to RTV. You'll notice I have that turned off. You want to be at BlueLaVaMedia, we have syndicate to RTV turned off because we usually, and probably same for most of you, you would put the MLS data in towards the end of the cycle of your job. So the agent calls you, you shoot the home, you build the tour, you send the agent the property website, the agent then loads the photos into the MLS and activates the listing, and that's when the beds, bath price, square footage, and everything else comes about. We don't syndicate them to RTV at BlueLava until the production is completely finished. Once we know that that's ready to go out to mainstream, then we flip that on. So that's the very last step that we do at BlueLaVaMedia is we hit syndicate to RTV. Then it shows up in our tour gallery. Then it shows up in the agent's tour gallery, and it shows up in our global search and everywhere else. So it's up to you if you want. I think, though, it's possibly dangerous to automatically have that on. If it were to show up here and the agent did not have the home listed yet, it could potentially come back to really hurt you. Be very, very careful with that. Just don't want to announce a listing until it's live on the MLS. The last thing would be your deliverables. So your deliverables are going to be really important. These are the buttons that you see as you send out each project. When you send out each project to your customer at BlueLaVaMedia, we only deliver property websites. So as a result, we turn those off. That's going to look like this. So those are already off. You don't have to click buttons. You can set all of these up the way you want them. You can set everything up that you want on. You can set the size of your photos. At BlueLava, we use 1280 by 960. That's the size that our MLS wants. So the system automatically resizes the images for that size. So set up your deliverables under settings and deliverables. Make sure you get that set up. The other thing that you can set up too, I guess I might as well mention, is your dashboard controls. I have the last 4 turned off at BlueLaVaMedia. So our dashboard looks like this. And you can turn more stuff off if you don't want to see that stuff. So that's another thing that you could do. Depending on when you watch this video, you're going to have the job scheduling and ordering and payment collection settings down here. That's going to be its own separate video on setting up all of those settings, but this at least gets you started with a nice, healthy account. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope that really helps. I'm going to keep pumping out the help videos as we go along. Thanks. Have a great day. Appreciate your support.